So here's the deal. My screen time has been off the chart, and despite looking at the computer screen every single moment at work, I somehow still have the need and urge to look at my phone screen every single moment at home. And I find it really hard to stop doom scrolling. But I figured if I give myself something to do instead, I might have more motivation to put my phone aside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna commit myself to a 7 days drawing challenge. We're gonna go old school by using all the art supplies that I've spent so much money on and try to create something every single day. So join me if you're interested to see this 1 week adventure of colors and chaos.
Way back when, before the grown-up phase, we're one best friend. It was easy going road, life was anything but fair, but somehow we didn't care. Way back then, we saw all the movies on a big screen when we couldn't afford to pay the price. We snuck in through the back, hearts racing as the lights went black.
I actually wasn't sure if this was a good week to do this challenge. We have conference from Thursday to Saturday, which means we'll probably be staying back late for work. And honestly, I wanted to postpone it. But if I'm being honest, I've postponed a lot of things lately. And at some point, I'll do it when I have more time. Start sounding less like a plan and more like an excuse. So I figured if I can complete this challenge during one of the busiest week, then maybe I don't have enough time isn't as true as I think it is. Day 1 completed took me an hour.
Jesus is most financial.
When I bought this set of markers, I told myself it would solve the problem. Markers dry faster than watercolor, and I can use them when I don't have enough time to sit down and paint. At least that was the logic. The goal was to create more with the limited time I have. But guess what? That didn't happen at all. I still somehow didn't have enough time to create. Not with watercolors, not with markers, not with color pencils, not with ink pens, and not even with my iPad. And at some point, I had to admit that maybe the issue wasn't the tools.
Day 2 done.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand.
Maybe this challenge isn't really the answer to my doom scrolling. Maybe the real question is whether I care enough about drawing to make space for it. Because even though this was one of the busiest weeks I've had in a while, I noticed something. Stopping myself from doom scrolling wasn't as hard as it used to be. going to bed earlier and waking up earlier wasn't as challenging either. I even started planning my drawings ahead of time and had a few sketches ready for the remaining days. And that's when I started wondering, maybe I do know how to make time for things. I just don't do it for everything. For the past few months, or maybe years, or maybe my entire adult life, I've put comfort first. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't think I can expect to be comfortable all the time and expect growth at the same time. Skill, unlike our savings in the bank, don't just compound on their own. They require us to show up. And after dropping in and out of drawing so many times, I keep finding myself coming back, wishing I had more of it in my life. And honestly, that annoys me sometimes. Why can't I just be okay with a life without art? Why can't I just move on? Every time I stop, I eventually start missing it again. And I don't really have an answer for that. Maybe I never will. But this much I know. If something keeps coming back, maybe it's important. And since letting it go has never really worked, perhaps it's time to give it a go one more time.
I don't think that I'm being that selfish right now. You said yourself you'd be breaking every vow. I can understand you're tired of this town, and I'm not saying that we have to settle down now. Just remember this: we could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there, made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you. Stardust, stardust. I'm the lazy one, so I guess I should have known. You said yourself you wanna do this alone. What if your dreams are making it hard to think straight? If you still love me, I can wait, I can wait.
A few weeks ago, I was at physio after a pretty crazy month at work. And she told me that I needed to rest more and exercise more. My immediate response was, I don't have time. But almost immediately, I caught myself. Is that really true? Because during the same month, I somehow had time until 3 a.m. finishing work. And somehow I had time from 8 a.m. the next morning to continue working. So maybe the problem isn't time. Maybe I've been asking the wrong question. So instead of asking, do I have time? Maybe the better question is, what am I willing to make time for?